Hi everybody, it's John with Backyard Eden. I just thought I'd bring you a look at what I'm doing today here on the homestead. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're back and we are here in the backyard. Basically our homestead in a nutshell. If you've been following us long, then you know how small of a homestead we have. We are an urban homestead on just about it's just about 0.14 of an acre, so it's tiny. So get ready for some garden updates and garden tours and all that sort of stuff coming up in the future, in a couple of future episodes. But right now what we're doing is we're tackling the duck pen. And the duck pen has really been needing some attention really since last fall. I've been mulling over, trying to figure out what to do with it and how to get it running just how I want it. We've had ducks for 2 years now. No ducks. You can see some of the ducks. The black are cayugas, and then the white are jumbo Pekings. The cayugas we've had for 2 years now. The Pekings we've had for 2 weeks now. So, anyways, since we were interrupted, the duck pen has not been the best. I made some choices when we first put it in. It's using an area beside the house where it doesn't get a lot of other use. Like, I would not use it for anything, really, if we didn't have ducks. So it's just kind of one of those awkward spaces. And so we decided to put them in there, and we initially got 4 of the black cayugas, and we've hatched a couple of clutches over the last couple of years, and we ended up losing 2 of the cayugas. To one, we lost to a predator, even though we're in a suburban neighborhood. I'm guessing someone's dog or someone's cat or something, or maybe even a raccoon or something. And then the other one, I'm not sure what happened to it. It just kind of, it may have flew away. Cayugas are not supposed to be able to fly. They're supposed to be a heavy-bodied duck, but these apparently have something crossed in them, and so they do fly. So I clipped their wings. It's completely harmless to the birds, completely humane. There's nothing wrong with it if you do it right, and I've been doing it for, well, basically all my life. I grew up on a farm, so but yeah, and then the Pekings, they'll be way too large to fly. These are the jumbo Pekings, and right now they just don't have the feathers developed yet. They're probably about 2 or 2.5 months away from laying, the jumbo Pekings, but my cayuga female, or my cayuga duck, she lays once a day. She lays an egg a day, pretty consistently, and she's hatched a couple of clutches for us. And the clutches, we just didn't keep any. Back to what we're doing with the pen. So when we put it in initially, we did some research and chose to go with almost like a deep litter method, and we were using straw, and we were putting that in there and keeping straw and the fresh straw in there, and we were letting it, they were just helping it compost down and all of that, and that worked great for a while. But honestly, I didn't use the straw and the manure mixture from their pen very often, and so it just kind of got to be a pain. And so the straw is about $10 a bale here, pretty much year round. And whereas that's not that expensive, and it doesn't use a lot of straw, it's just an unnecessary expense. And so I've been doing a lot of research, and I think I found the solution. Basically, the one problem I had with the straw, other than, like I said, the money is not a big deal. The $10 and the square bell lasts a while. But basically, my issue is it gets muddy. And so I have to go in and put more straw down, and then there's just such an issue with flies, and the odor's not bad, really. But the flies are bad in the spring. So what I've decided to do after doing some research and talking to my brother, who is another huge bird enthusiast, if it flies. He's had it before. I love him to death, but he's kind of a bird guy. And so between me and him talking and the research that I've put in, I've decided to put down rock. And the one consensus that we came to was that this rock needed to be large enough, obviously, for them not to swallow or anything like that. And so it's supposed to help keep down smell, it's supposed to help keep down mud. So yeah, I think we've decided on the rock. We wanted to get something that was not sharp or jagged or really anything like that, and I think we've kind of settled on a compromise. And so I think we've got a good choice. I think it's going to be pretty easy on their feet. They'll have an area where it's not rock, and so they'll be able to get out off the rock and rest their feet. Of course, they'll have their pull, and then of course we let them out daily into the backyard to forage and to get into whatever ducks get into. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet, but if you follow my channel, you know that's pretty challenging for me. So without me keeping, just rambling on and talking forever, let's get into it. So the first thing I got to do this is the duck pen. I've got to get in here and do some groundwork. I pulled all their food dishes. I don't just put the food on the ground. I put their food in a dish. And then, of course, I pulled their pull out. Their pull goes right here in the front, so it's easily to access with a water hose. And so I got that pulled out, and then I got there was a couple of pieces of wood. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the little dark spots. There was a couple of pieces, little like plywood. So when it gets muddy, that I can walk along the plywood. They lay in the very back. So that's been pulled out. Got a ton. Had a little worm farm that I didn't know about. So yeah, I got that all pulled out. And so now I'm going to go in and just check and see if there's any low spots or anything like that. I got some fill dirt, some topsoil fill dirt, and so I'm going to get some stuff leveled out, and then we'll start getting the rock down. So hope you enjoy. Alright, so I got the groundwork done. As you can tell, I don't know what kind of tree this is. It's really on my nerves. I've chopped it down like twice already. Never dug up the roots, obviously. It does provide them a little shade in the summer. This area of the garden, this area of the backyard only gets about 5 hours of sun, and then it gets some shade, so I'm not too concerned about them being in the sun all day, and they definitely don't care. But yeah, the tree does provide them a little bit of a break. So I didn't have enough rock to do the entire pen, which I kind of expected, but I didn't want to have all this extra rock and unload it and reload it if I needed to return it. So 5 bags did a good portion of it. I am going to leave an area in the back for them to get up off the rock, just in case it's not something they like right away. So yeah, I got the rock in. It's not super like perfect or anything like that, but it'll be fine. What it's going to do is it's going to prevent it from being so muddy. We are going to have quite a bit of rain, I would suspect, in the spring, so I want to kind of nip that in the bud now. So now I just got to get their food bowl back in, their food bin back in, get their pool rinsed out, and get it back in with some fresh water, and I'll be done. So yeah, here we go. Get this. This is how you know they're ducks and not chickens. Hold on. Just wait for it. They like the water. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, water's back in. It's filling up now, as you saw. Got to get their food bowl back in there, and they'll be ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you like to look at the ducks. I'll put a little clip in there at the end of them getting in the water. They really love it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Consider sharing with your friends. If you haven't checked us out on social media, you can do that now. You can find the links in the description below. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, pop those in the comment section below. And as always, I will see you in the next video. This is me herding the ducks. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Like I said, I didn't have enough rock. But yeah, we'll see how they like it. Got the water in there. So yeah. Hey, you made it to the end. Awesome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that right below this video. And please, if you enjoyed it, share with your friends. And I hope that you will come back and continue to watch our content, and also have an awesome day.